Okay, Internet, I have a confession to make. I suck at commentary. Yes. And this is quite apparent in my last attempt at a Let's Play. Well, my only attempt at a Let's Play. Yeah, I tried Let's Playing this game, Aliens, for the Famicom Disk System by Square. Yes, the Final Fantasy Square. But, yeah, it was horrible. The voice recording was terrible, coming from the built-in mics on my Lenovo laptop. But yeah, this time I'm gonna try to set things straight here. So if you'll just bear with me with this attempt at a live, not live, but a post-commentary thing, then... Oh, what the heck. I'll just start. So yeah, this is Aliens, 1986. It's a pretty old game, but no one remembers it because it was never released, except if you had like an MSX. Yeah, apparently this was actually released for the MSX type computers for Japan and Europe, since that computer is pretty popular in those regions. But this version, this Famicom Disk System version, was never released anywhere. This is a beta. It was recently leaked sometime last year, and it's not that great of a game. Well, I like it, but I mean, it's technically a train wreck. As you can see from these enemies spawning right from the middle of the screen, not giving you a lot of time to respond. But yeah, I mean, once you get used to the quirks in this game, I can guarantee you'll have some enjoyment out of playing this game, whether it be ironic or not. But yeah, a note about the jumping in this game: you have to hold down the A button to get any air in this game. Like, if you were to let go of the A button, you'd immediately plummet to the ground. And how long your main character, whose name slips me, Radley something, I've never actually seen the movies, you'll have to forgive me, but how long she stays in the air depends on how long you hold down the A button. And see that somersault thing right there? You can't actually do that unless you hold down the A button and hold up. Yeah, some weird implementation there. Okay, I'm using the smart bombs, which seem to just really be fire bombs that shoot up a column of flame to the ceiling. It really helps with enemies that stick to the ceilings. Yeah, crawling's done really weird in this game too. You gotta hold down the direction you want to go into and tap the A button. No, you have to hold down and the direction you want to go into and then tap the A button. Yeah, it's actually been a little while since I've actually played this game, but yeah, I'm not sure what those things are, or what. I'm not too familiar with alien lore. I do know that it recently got a modern... Well, there's an Aliens game that's been released recently, like Aliens Colonial Marines or something. Ooh, a 1-up. Yeah, that one probably wasn't made by Square, and that's probably for the best, considering their Square Enix's recent track record. I am, of course, referring to Final Fantasy 13 and such. I'm not much of a fan of that series. But yeah, here we're entering the first base level See, that the outside part was more or less a prologue to the game. And this is where things get tricky. Yeah, took me a while to figure out that you could stand on that pipe there. And not all pipes you can actually stand on. This game isn't very friendly with letting you know what you can and can't do in the game. Okay, and we just got ourselves an invincibility icon, which I probably won't be using until way later in this video. You'll see in a second. And as I've just demonstrated, you can't actually destroy the eggs until the alien inside pops out. Kind of weird game logic there, but hey, 1987. And yes, that was a fish one-up. The one-ups in this game take the form of either dogs, fishes, or snails. Yes. Before Adventure Time, there were hidden snails in this game. Okay. Anyway, it's a good thing we got a life power up there. Losing life is not a very hard thing to do in this game. There's almost no grace period after getting hit, so I mean, as long as a damaging sprite or something is on your character, you're going to continually take damage. I think the armor you get in this game helps alleviate that somewhat. And yeah, we're going through this door because it now leads to another room for some reason. You learn to not question these things. Anyway, there's a lot of doors in this game. It's for the best that you don't take a lot of them, though, because a lot of them will send you back, which I'm about to demonstrate later. But yeah, there are also, like any good old 80s game, there are hidden passageways and false walls and such. Here I was just demonstrating how you can't go back, like in the original Super Mario Bros. And such. I'm not sure why games back then didn't have backwards scrolling, but I don't know. Maybe it's something that wasn't in the norm back in the day. And here we got the wave laser, which I believe is either the best weapon in the game or the second best weapon in the game. But that's not going to matter now. Well, I guess it is, because I'm about to show you how devious these doors can be. Yes, and here we're back at the start of the game. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm still not all too clear on how a door deep within the confines of a military base can, for some reason, lead outside, meters away from the base. But again, you learn not to question these things. I mean, this is an old game. Logic? What logic? Oh, by the way, as you've probably already noticed, the alien blood is acidic. And here I've activated an invincibility power-up. Those can just be activated by pressing up and A while in the air, I think. But, yeah. They're really useful if you use them sparingly. Okay. Yeah, it's probably for the... Where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? So, yeah, as you can see, since we've gotten all 3 boots, we don't have to do the silly somersault thing at that ledge. So, now that we're completely armed, this level has gotten considerably easier. So I mean, I guess it's not all too bad we've been sent to the beginning of the first level. I mean, because now we can regain all the power-ups and stuff in this section and just keep building up to our life bar. It's kind of a shame though that in the boss segments you're just given a life bar, and the life bar that you use in these segments isn't carried over. You'll see in a second. Yeah, that crawling mechanic sure is weird, and we got a dog. And this wave laser really tears crap up. And here we're about to enter the base yet again. Here's another invincibility power-up that we probably won't be using. Now, a thing to note about dying in this game: once you die, you lose all of your power-ups. Well, except your life extensions. But, I mean, you lose your jump power-ups, your gun, your grenades, and your armor. The reason why I say this is because you're about to witness these effects firsthand, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we don't want that guy. There we go. See, you're gonna have to jump off the ledges in this game, otherwise you'll fall straight down. Because, like a Belmont, you can't actually control the path of your jumps once you've started flying through the air. So yeah, controlling in this game is kind of antiquated. And here we can't even get up here. Oh, no, we can. And we have the armor. So we'll take damage a little slower, if I remember correctly. But we still can't get on that pipe. So let's try to... Getting to that ledge is a little tricky without the boots. But that fire gun over there is quite worth it. I think in power it's only surpassed by the wave laser. Now we have full jumping power. Isn't that nice? We're gonna take the lower path now. And we got the snail. Okay. Yeah, that fire gun's pretty nice. It tears through enemies just like that wave laser. And here we have the M40 grenade. I don't know if that's a real grenade or not, but it's a real grenade in this game. Yeah, I know that was pretty stupid, but still. Full life. Perhaps one of the best power-ups in this game, considering how often you get damaged in here. You know, I think I kind of prefer the M40 grenade over the firebomb, if only because it functions more like a vial of holy water in Castlevania, where the flames linger and any enemies appearing on it get damaged. So I mean, it doesn't shoot up fire, so I mean it's a little less useful for enemies up in the ceiling. Now we could go over and kill that egg over there, but it's, even with our jumping ability, we wouldn't be able to get out and we'd have to commit suicide, so it's not very advised. And here we're coming up to our first boss. And it is none other than the Queen Alien. For the bosses in this game, and yes, they're all Queen Aliens like this. You just have to keep jumping and shooting at that magical sweet spot in its neck. That, well, yeah, it's in the neck. I'm not really sure where the damage registers on that sprite, but I mean, once you have like a wide range weapon like the flame gun, when the queen's blood doesn't hurt you here, once you have a wide range weapon like the flame gun, it's not too much of a problem. And we're coming up to the second level, and I'm about to stop the video. This has been Zalaz, and I'm signing off.